Hello everyone, it's Lindsay and it is my favorite time of the month. It is the beginning of the month, which means it's unboxing time. There's all kinds of fun new kits and new products coming out. And so today in this video, we're gonna take a look at the May collection from Felicity Jane. This is Hope, and I am super excited for this one. For those of you who don't know, these kits and the designs and things are planned months and months ahead of time. So Grace last month and Hope this month, those were not intentional to be during this time that we're dealing with pandemic and shelter in place and all this craziness right now. That's just God working out the little details. And Hope, I think, is going to be a perfect kit for this month. And I think you guys are going to love this one. Last month's sold out super quick, and I'm kind of anticipating this month's selling out super quick. So everything will be linked down below for you guys. Definitely head on over and grab this kit if you don't want to miss out on it. You have a couple different options with Felicity Jane when you order from them. You can order the kit in its entirety as long as it's in stock. They also have the elements from the collection individually. So if there's just a handful of things, if you maybe aren't going to use the pattern papers or maybe you're not a stamper, then you can just pick up the specific items that you like from the collection. You can also sign up for a subscription service. So it's a 3-month minimum and you are just auto build, auto ship. Just one little note on that though, is if you sign up for the subscription during the month of May, it doesn't start with Hope. It will start with June's kit. So if you sign up for a subscription this month and you want Hope, make sure you individually go in and order the kit in addition to your subscription service. I don't want you to miss out on that. And all those details and all that information is over on the Felicity Jane website. I do have affiliate links down below, so thank you if you do use those. I really appreciate that. And you can check out what they have over there. I usually share the kit and a couple extra goodies, and they always have extra goodies in the shop with the new collections as well, as far as like traveler's notebooks, A5 notebooks, bow clips, lots of extra goodies that release at the same time. So I want to share a little bit of a background behind Hope. So as I mentioned, this was designed, months and months ago, and Gina, the owner of Felicity Jane, shared with the design team some of just the backstory behind this. And so Gina does the one little word. Many of you guys participate in that documenting project as well. It's where you pick a word for the year to be your focus. I have done that the last several years. Picking last year for this year, Gina picked the word hope, and then she felt like she needed a second word, so she did grace as well. So for this year, 2020, Gina has grace and hope, and that ended up being grace and hope, the two kits that we've had, and she just didn't realize how she was going to need to lean into those words this year and with everything that's happening. And so that's kind of where grace and hope stemmed from. And so I want to share with you what she shared about hope in this month's kit. She says that I'm so excited to share hope. She is the friend who is just a step ahead on this journey that turns around and gives you that little nudge that says, hey, there are better things ahead that you just can't see. Keep going. You've got this. I don't know about you, but I'm sure many of us need to hear that right now as this just is going on, and there's no end in sight for many states. And we just need that little friend to turn around and nudge us and say, hey, you've got this. So I think you'll find that there are many of the sentiments and things in the kit that are perfect for documenting all of these, really unique moments that we're experiencing during this pandemic situation. So I do want to start with the stamp set because I think that kind of sets the tone for the rest of the kit. So what I'm showing you here is everything that comes in the kit collection. I am missing one item, and I'll mention that as I get to it here. So here is the 4x6 stamp set. They come in these really nice plastic sleeves. This is one thing I love about Felicity Jane is the packaging. I know that when you order the kit in its entirety, it can be a little bit pricey if you're used to ordering, smaller kits and things like that. But the quality from Felicity Jane is just outstanding. It comes in these sleeves that you can use as storage pockets. All the small packages come in, really nice packaging. Their paper clips come in these really nice plastic containers. So the attention to detail is definitely there, and I really appreciate that. So here's the stamp set for this month, and it has some really amazing sentiments. You've got every little thing will be okay, look for the good, every day is a fresh start, the best days are ahead, on the bright side. Now guys, remember, this was designed way before everything that's going on right now, but I know that a lot of you are going to be able to utilize this stamp set to its fullest right now. And for those of you who are Bible journalers, who are maybe working through some of the Bible journaling kits that are out there, this stamp set will be a perfect pairing with those. You've got stars, rainbow, this fun sunshine. The font this month is super adorable and really pairs well with some of those kits that are out there for Bible journaling right now. So I think this would be a great one to pair with that and really stretch maybe some of the other supplies and things that you're working with. You've got AM and PM, so some functional stamps today. As always, the kit name is a stamp. So typically they are a girl's name like Sarah, Madison, and that will be a stamp. So of course this month is Hope, so you have a little Hope stamp. So all of us Bible journalers, we will be getting lots of use out of that stamp there. And I know many of you as well will be able to utilize that. This stamp here, the H over the Hope, if you see me using this in future videos, I just want to point out that my set, it's 3 separate stamps, but that's only for the creative team. Everybody else will be getting this as one complete stamp. But if you want it as 3 separate stamps, don't be afraid to cut apart your stamps. If you just use a fine ended sharp pair of scissors, you can carefully go in and separate these pieces if you did want it to be 3 separate pieces. But if you order the kit, it will be 1 stamp here with the H over the Hope. Good morning, you've got this. I mean, just some really great sentiments. This is going to be a much loved stamp set in my stash for sure. All right, let's take a look at the die cut pieces. And one thing you'll notice about the color palette this month is super, super pretty. It is basically the Felicity Jane color palette, just a little bit more earthy, a little bit more muted, so not as bright and vibrant. So I love that you're having kind of these dustier greens. There's some grays. It's just a really, really pretty palette. So you've got Hope looking back at you there. And then you've got some fun hexy pieces, really pretty ampersand. I mean, just lots of different embellishment shapes and sizes depending on what you're documenting with. I oftentimes use these die cuts in my journaling Bible. So even though these are, more geared towards memory keeping and scrapbooking, you really can get away with using these for a variety of projects. So do more of what makes you happy, good moments. It's the little things together. Big Bold Hope. Of course, Felicity Jane florals. Got to have some of those. Labels. These are super cute. They're like little short, squat, stubby little labels. Those are adorable. You've got a little cactus. Oh, these little potted plants are so cute. These would be cute on the front of like a greeting card. Stay tuned. Tomorrow, Saturday the 2nd, is International Scrapbooking Day. And so there will be really fun challenges over on the Felicity Jane Facebook group. I'll link that down below. And we are sharing all kinds of fun challenges. I'm doing a Bible journaling challenge. So if you want to see how I'm using this kit in my Bible, stay tuned for tomorrow and I'll have that over on the Facebook group. You've got some little tags, lots of little hearts. I love these little hearts with the holes in them. I can't wait to see what the creative team does with these. They always come up with such amazing ideas. Those girls, I'm telling you, I don't even feel like I belong on that team because they are so stinking creative with the things they come up with. You could thread like embroidery floss through these and have them kind of dangling as an embellishment. I think would be super cute. You could put little brads in there. So you've got tons of little tiny hearts, and then you've got some larger wonky hearts, and then some word-fetty phrases in there as well. So there's a look at the die cuts. And again, remember, you can order just the die cuts by themselves or the kit in its entirety. So you can kind of just get whatever you know that you are going to use and work with. Okay, so there are the die cuts. There's also a roll of washi tape with the collection this month. So it's got all of these hearts. I love a good patterned washi. And of course, it's going to be all colors that coordinate with the kit. Super cute. I just love how feminine and girly all the Felicity Jane products are. And for those of you who have boys, I know I get lots of questions. I have boys, and yes, the papers and embellishments are super floral and girly. I'm not afraid to document my boy pictures with flowers and girly things. I'm looking at it. It makes me happy. It's okay. It's okay to document that with girly stuff. This is a really fun embellishment. I haven't seen these done in the collection before. This is a set of 18 buttons, and they're all different shapes and things. I love having things like this that I don't typically reach for or have in my stash, but it really kind of pushes you out of your comfort zone to try different embellishments and things in your projects. Whether you're doing a traditional 12 by 12 scrapbooking or, a journaling project, traveler's notebooks, even in my Bible, I'm not afraid to put chunky things in my Bible, especially in a coil bound Bible. You can kind of get away with that, but I could see lots of home decor projects utilizing these. I think one of the creative team members is going to do something like that. So stay tuned for that on the blog. But you get 18 different buttons in shades of pink and white. So I can't wait to see what you guys do with those, and you can order those individually as well. These I am super excited about. I mentioned this as soon as she gave us sneak peeks into the collection this month. These set of mini file folders, you get 6 of them. Bible journalers, the last few months we may have seen these, so we are familiar with these. These are so fun to create with. So these are patterned with, I think they're all solid colors on the inside. How stinking adorable are these little file folders? So you could definitely utilize these in, as traditional file folders. Maybe you are somebody who does a memory decks system. These will fit in a memory deck. So if you wanted to punch memory decks holes with the punch, down at the bottom, these will fit in a memory deck system. And then you could have a place to stick maybe some photos or some private journaling and utilize them that way. You could use them in a recipe box and actually use them, as recipe cards or something like that. But if you were doing, traditional journaling and scrapbooking, I love using these to hide either additional photos or just more private journaling. Maybe I'm doing some prayer journaling or something like that, and I can just stuff this full of things. I will usually add a little bit of adhesive to the 2 sides and create it more like a pocket and then just slip things in there. But I love that you get that, just a look of a file folder from it. I just think it's a lot of fun and they're really cute prints. So you get 6 of those. You could even trace these out on a separate piece of cardstock and then cut more from the pattern papers if you wanted some additional file folders. And I like that the tabs are staggered. So if you wanted to use them as, actual file folders, they are all staggered, and then leave you some space if you wanted to stamp, a sentiment or something like that at the top there. So there are the file folders. For the alpha, I am super excited. So each collection typically has an alpha, and it's usually a very large alpha, but this month you get 2 smaller sets of alphas in a black and white polka dot, and then this really pretty dusty rose pink. I love the Essentials puffy alpha. They are the perfect size for like traveler's notebooks and Bible journaling and some of those smaller projects, or doing like subtext on a title on a bigger project. I love these. I have tons of them. So you do get multiple of each letter, and there is also 2 sets of numbers and some punctuation on these sheets, and you get both. You get the rosy, dust rose pink, and then the black and white ones there. So there is the alpha for Hope. Next up, we have the journaling cards. So you do get a little thank you card in your package from Felicity Jane, but you can use this as a card as well. You could even color her in, maybe do some stamping and use that as a card. But here are the set of journaling cards. Now, I do pocket scrapbooking. I know I always say that, and I haven't done any in the last couple weeks. I have pictures stacking up and ready to go. I just haven't had a chance to do it yet. But if you're not a traditional pocket scrapbooker, you can also use these as photo mats, so layering them behind photos. I've used them in traveler's notebooks to do journaling on, put it through my typewriter and add some journaling to it. So don't feel like you can't utilize these if you're not a pocket scrapbooker. One thing I really love about the Felicity Jane journaling cards is they typically have, really, they're pretty on their own standalone, but they leave you room for embellishment and to customize it. So there's usually some space to add some stamping or some, additional stickers or, ephemera, things like that. They are just a gray and white dot grid or line grid on the back. So you don't have to feel like you have to pick which side to use, but it also gives you a neutral background. If you wanted to do like a tip in, you could do your journaling on the back of it and then have a tip in. So I really love the Felicity Jane journaling cards. You got this one, week number, so then you can personalize it with the week number, the little house. I love this one with the heart. A beautiful day begins with hope. You've got a grid, this really pretty grid one with the floral, black and white stripe, rose print, and then this one's super cute. It's like a little notebook pad with the date. That's really cute. So there's the journaling cards, or there are the journaling cards. And then last but not least for the kit are the papers. Now I do have 2 sets of the papers here because I am on the creative team. That way I can show you A side and B side all at the same time. So here's the back side. That way I can show it to you all together. I love that they come with this insert here that gives you samples of what the patterns are in here. You don't throw away your trash. You can use this. I've used this to cut out tags. I've cut out tabs. I've cut out journaling cards. I've cut these out as strips and used them as a background on a card. So I use up every bit of my Felicity Jane papers. So don't throw that away. You also get this fun little card, which has the month of May. And these perfectly fit in the what are these, 3x6, 3x8? 3x8 pocket sleeves that Felicity Jane has. So I will link these down below for you as well. They're these little 3x8 sleeves, and they fit perfectly in there. So you could use them on a layout. You could fussy cut it out and use it as a title. But I use them here in my note to self planner in between my weekly spreads. They do have these blank planner inserts in the shop as well. So I'll try to link those down below for you. But then you could just add a fun little tab and then you will have your months separated. So that's what I use those for. Okay, so let's take a look at the papers here. So we've got floral and stripes. This is really pretty rose pattern. And again, it's just a little bit more of a muted, earthier tone to the colors this month. And then this gray and white stripe on the back. And then even the branding strips have really fun patterns on there as well. So there's floral and stripes. We have hearts and crisscross, this really pretty ombre heart pattern. And then the black and white crisscross on the back. Super cute. I love the papers this month. Spots and numbers is kind of like a green. And then this gray and white number pattern. You could even go through and maybe like color in the numbers that correspond with the date or maybe a birthday. If there's a certain age, you could go and like, I don't know, highlight the number through there would be super fun. So love that. Confetti and windows. I always love the confetti print. They've done this a couple times in the past. And then the back is this windows grid pattern. Super cute. Stripes and dots, so this kind of dusty yellow, and then a black and white polka dot. I always use up the black and white polka dots a lot. I am always reaching for the black and white polka dot. Plaid and petals, this really fun kind of brushed plaid in pink, and then it's not black, it's like a deep dark gray and white floral pattern. And then the solid cardstock. So you've got a deeper pink and then a more blush pink. And it is slightly bigger than 12 by 12s, and it does have a scallop at the bottom. So you could either cut a little off the top and have a 12 by 12 with a scallop, or you could cut the scallop off and then use that as just an embellishment piece. So you've got the pinks, and then you've got this one in the green and the gray. So there's a look at the pattern paper. So there's a look at the Hope kit. I have a couple of extra new things to show you and some things from last month that I wanted to point out just in case you missed them. But there's Hope. I'll have her linked down below. But I also had a couple of things here. Okay, so these are some things that I ordered from last month. These were released in last month's collection, and I wanted to mention them because I didn't have them in the unboxing, but I don't want you guys to miss out on them. So there's the new typewriter Alpha. If it's still in stock, I'll have this link down below. Really nice Alpha stamp that has numbers as well. I know everybody always asks me letter sizes. Let me see here. So it's about... they're about 3/4 of an inch tall. The B is about 3/4 of an inch. And then they had this little mini 3x4 stamp set. This would go well with Hope this month, but it's rainbow pieces. And these are all individual stamps. So you can stamp them in different colors and create a little wonky rainbow. And then you have this fun texture stamps and little hearts. And then this piece says, when it rains, look for rainbows. So this would be a perfect pairing with Hope this month. So I wanted to point those out. Those were new in the shop last month. And then here are some new goodies releasing this month along with Hope. There is going to be some embroidered hearts. I love all the fun textures this month with the buttons and then the hearts. Like I said, everything comes packaged super nice. These are those nice plastic containers, but you get these embroidered hearts. How adorable are these? So you could use these on, you know, maybe you want to decorate your little girl's jeans or a jean jacket or something like that. So think outside of the box. They don't just have to be scrapbooking embellishments or Bible journaling embellishments. You can use them in a lot of creative ways. So there's 5 little embroidered hearts. And then there's also another new washi. This is black and white heart washi. Oh, and then I forgot to mention the missing items. So the Hope kit also comes with a set of mini wide paper clips. I have some here, but they're not the right color. The ones for Hope are in this kind of pink color. Here's some mint ones. So the kit also comes with some of these mini wide paper clips in this pink color. Mine just weren't here yet from being, you know, all the shipping is all kinds of crazy, but they will be in your kit if you order the Hope kit. So those are also included in the Hope collection. Okay, so the washi tape, this is a standalone. This is not in the kit. This is separate if you want to add it to your order, but it is a black and white. So it's the same washi that comes in the kit, but rather than color, it's black and white. Super cute. Okay, and then this, I didn't have a note about this, but I'm assuming that this is just the Essentials white cardstock in 6x6 instead of 12x12. Yeah, so 6x6 sheets of the Essentials white cardstock. This is exactly what it says, Essentials. I ask for the white cardstock almost every single shipment that I get from Felicity Jane because I go through this stuff like crazy. And the reason this stuff is awesome is because it's the same white as the white that they use in all of their embellishments and their papers and everything. So if you like a white background or are going to use white cardstock maybe to fussy cut out stamped images, I love that the white matches the white in everything else that I use from Felicity Jane. And it's a nice quality cardstock. So if you're looking for a good white cardstock, it looks like they now have a 6x6 option, and they also have a 12x12 option. So I'll have those linked down below for you. And there should also be, like I said, some traveler's notebooks and some A5 notebooks and some bow clips and things like that in the shop as well. So there's a look at the May release from Felicity Jane. Like I said, everything will be linked down below. Those are affiliate links. If you have any questions or comments, be sure to leave those down below for me. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed. Be sure to be following the Felicity Jane blog, where all of us on the creative team post several times a month with the kit, and we do all kinds of projects. It is not just scrapbooking or Bible journaling. There's home decor, planners, traveler's notebooks. I mean, you name it, these ladies knock it out of the park and do so many creative things every month. So definitely check out the Felicity Jane blog. And until next time, thank you so much. Bye-bye.